Hey everybody, welcome back to Kingdoms Reborn. So just a quick synopsis of where we left off. We finished our second sheep ranch and we got some farms in the last episode. We're currently spring of year 10 and we're currently losing a few people to starvation. So we're kind of at that limit where we're waiting for these fruit gatherers to actually become productive again to pull in a little bit more fruit to actually have people not starving. You know, we're at 26 of 20 people, or 20 housing caps, so let's build a house up here. That will be the first thing, and we do want to maintain the gap, you know, so you're going to see where there's a gap there, and that's going to be for trees in the future, and we're going to have to actually play into that shortly here. We don't have a whole lot of wool yet, and I was thinking that this sheep ranch is not really going to be my friend, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. I do want another irrigation pump. I think that's going to be the way of the future, and I think I have enough hunters. Let's expand out our irrigation a little bit, and what we'll do is we'll come down this way. That should, yeah, make that area nice and green. And then we're gonna come over this way, go right about there, and then we'll start our progression down. We're just slightly negative, but that's okay. And we'll go ahead and get our forester on this side right here. Yeah, let's plop it right there. We have a good deal of wool and we're hurting on tools. So let's sell, well, we'll do 305 for the actual sell, and we'll pick up pretty much as many iron tools as we can without going over. Gets us a little bit of money. Let's speed boost that, kind of keep it in the green there. We are still over on our population, and I do want to get houses a little bit closer to where we're going to be building here, but it looks like we're out of clay, so we're going to have to do a trade for clay. So let's do clay, and we will probably buy about 100 would be my guess. So let's cap that by about 100 clay. That should get this, and then we'll buy a house to go with it. And probably what we'll do is we'll probably buy a house. We'll probably do one there. We'll leave a gap in between, buy one there. Road this way, and then we should place a farm here. And what I'm going to do at this point in time is we're going to finish pottery, finish the furniture, and then we're going to start banking our science. We're not going to take the stone cutter. I don't actually care for it. And I do want a road leading this way, and that will kind of be a guidance for building our farm. So let's go ahead and get a farm right here, and we'll go 10 by 6, and then we'll do one on this side when we expand out a little bit further, but that's going to take just a hot moment. We've got a few laborers, but we are in the middle of winter, so I want to wait until the spring to actually see how that plays out. And we are getting 2 more houses, which will get us a little bit more in the vicinity of more tax money, which will be good, and a little bit more research. And we're starting to house some of our people, which is really good. And this is starting to plant trees. Let's sell off some of our wool. I think that would be good, and let's buy some coal before we start experiencing frozen people, and we'll speed boost that just to keep it going. I would like dying from starvation. We got a little too zealous on the houses, and we'll go ahead and we'll put these 2 fruit gatherers down as we're starting to actually fill in this area, and we'll place an actual storage yard right behind it. So we'll go 8 by 4. Yeah, that will be good. Take those immigrants. We'll take that passion book. That's amazing. We'll drop a passion book into there, and we're gonna have to sell off some of that wool for some tasty clay. Not that clay is tasty. Having said that, my 2-year-old seems to think it's tasty. He likes to actually eat it. All right, so not enough input there. If we could get a sustainability book or 2, I think that would help the beer brewery. Getting a couple of farms will help, and getting these fruit gatherers actually productive will help. We have a little bit of money, so let's go ahead and build a little bit more irrigation ditch this way. We're gonna go probably that far out. That finishes up the pottery, and then we start on furniture. We're not gonna do pottery quite yet, as we don't actually have a clay production going. We're okay on tools, and we're okay on coal, but we'll definitely need it for the actual winter. Well, let's go ahead and buy that now so that we won't need to micromanage it. And then the next trade of it, we're going to probably need to get some tools. But this wheat is up and going now. So let's plan 1 more wheat here. And it looks like we are on the edge for our actual medical herbs. So probably the next farm we do is probably going to need to be medical. That's probably for year 12. That is probably for year 12. Now, thankfully, we are entering the autumn of year 11, and as of right now, we are actually ahead on food, so hopefully we stay that way. Looks like we're starting to get where we are getting our sheep are piling up, and this is a problem that I've seen before, so it means we don't have enough laborers, so we are going to go ahead and put 2 more into it. It looks like we are not to our housing cap, so we're on the edge kind of there. And let's wait until some of this wool comes in now that people are leaving their farming jobs. And probably in the spring when we get a few more laborers, we'll be on track, and we have hopefully enough coal to make it through the year, and we don't have enough tools. Let's sell that off. Let's buy 40 tools. Man, talk about really close to our trade limit there. And let's go ahead and speed boost that. I do need clay, and I think we're going to need stone fairly quickly here. I guess we have some clay, so it's stone that we're going to need, because the next irrigation pump's going to take another 100 stone. And what are we at? We've got a little bit more room left to go. I'd like to get a farm up here, and then I'd like to get this area expanded out a little, and that's going to require us to actually do quite a bit. So hopefully this episode will get this irrigation pump up and going. And let's go ahead and sell off that wool, and then we're going to pick up some coal since we're in the deficit there. And that's pretty much the notification that we finished up our next tech of furniture, and now we're going to save up our points for when we hit enough level 1 houses to actually enter the middle age. Some stone to do the insulation would be nice. So that's kind of what it's kind of on the back burner, as it will make it more efficient. Let's go ahead and take those immigrants. We'll take the sustainability book, and we'll go ahead and switch this out to sustainability. I guess 1 more sustainability would make it somewhere around 3 for 6 beer. And we'll drop that passion book down here. We will upgrade both of these. Let's sell off that wool. Let's pick up a little bit of tools. We'll do 40 tools. I think that's about the right thing. Let's go ahead and speed boost that. I think we want another beer brewery. I'm not sure like if we're ready for it, but I think I want it. So let's go ahead and pick that up. An immigration office could be interesting. I'm actually testing out something with an immigration office that will be a maniacal playthrough. Build a road out this way. And let's build a road this way and build a road this way. And we do have a little bit of money. We have okay tools. We have okay on coal. Let's sell the wool, pick up 100 stone, still 100 to the good. That's absolutely amazing. We are getting some interesting trees over here, and that's actually, they'll cut them down, which will get us a little bit of wood that we'll use for other things. Now that we're getting some actual beer in, let's go ahead and speed boost that. We are 1 over our cap, but our food is not quite there yet. So yeah, I was going to say, I'm not going to build the house yet, but I do want to build a little bit more of the irrigation ditches. Let's build this down to probably that point right there. And then we want to start building this down, and we'll just go as far as we can to keep pushing out our green. Hopefully that was a bush and not a date tree that they cut down. Granted, it looks like they just planted another bush there. Sure enough, gingerbread tree. I'm not sure what a gingerbread tree is, so if anybody knows in the comments, please let me know. Let's get rid of that wool. Let's pick up 100 coal. Actually, a good amount of increase there. Our next trade is going to have to be for tools. It's one of the things that I'm looking forward to in the middle age is the ability for the auto trade, and I believe it's moved to the tech tree. Yeah, trade company. So it's going to be, we're probably going to go agricultural revolution for the granary library into trade companies, so we can automate selling off our wool, and then we just have to worry about buying whatever we need. That's still to come, as we are still at 8 of our 10 houses. Let's build 1 more right there. It'll put us at 9. We're out of our, no, we actually have her. We just don't have the people to maintain it. So let's speed boost that, since we're going to get some immigrants pretty quick here. We actually entered the spring with food. Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch the actual recording on that just to make sure I was seeing that right. Let's pick up some coal for next winter, so we'll go something like that. We'll take those immigrants, and we're a little low of where we want to be, but that's okay. Let's drop that passion book in there. They were smiling, and even though there's not a whole lot to smile about in our civilization yet, I'll tell you what, we are getting very close to that neighborhood. Looks like we still have a little bit of room, a little bit of wiggle room for ditches. So let's go ahead and expand that out just a touch further, since we have about 1,000 to play with. We'll go ahead and go down to there. I think that's actually a pretty good neighborhood, and that will allow them to actually grow quite a bit of area. I think that our fruit is, oh man, look at that. Oh, that's pretty. I would rather oranges so I could turn oranges into beer at a better rate, but I will definitely take it. Got a little off track there because I got excited about the fact that our food is in okay shape. Let's sell that wool. Let's buy some tools. We'll buy 40. Seems like about right. And we're going to need just a touch. I guess we'll sell 30 or buy 30. And then probably the next round of wool, we're going to have to do the same. Probably about 12 left to go with the between our 2 irrigation pumps. And let's go ahead and sell off the wool. And let's pick up just a touch of clay, just a touch of coal. We'll buy it like pretty much right down. We'll stay about 86. If I was to look at the farm, just nickel and diming it, and I want a road there. So let's go ahead and place some irrigation ditches there. We'll go about like that, and then we'll place our road. Well, we'll place our farm first. We'll go just like that, and then we're going to place our road this way. We'll place that one there. We'll place that one there across the actual irrigation ditch, and this one we definitely want to be medical if it will switch to medical. And we just have a massive wool that just came in, which is good. Let's go ahead and sell that up, and let's pick up 100 coal for the winter. And what do we have for tools? Let's go ahead and pick up 10 since we have enough, and that gets us just a touch of money. I think we're at 9 houses. We're just shy of our population there, so I'm actually pretty excited about that. If we don't have anybody die, we're gonna need one more house for the immigrants. And I'll tell you what, that is like we're midwinter and we're just about to run out of food, and we have some beer in the actual bank. I was hoping that we would be fully sustainable by year 10. It looks like, oh, died from the cold. It looks like year 14, year 15, we're probably going to be getting into the middle age, and that's where everything kind of starts to do its thing. Let's go ahead and buy, we'll buy 100 coal. Yeah, we'll do that. Speed boost that. Hopefully that will get us through the year. Taking a look, we're at 7 of our 10 houses. So the next house is our 10th house. We need to upgrade them all, and I kind of have an idea of how we're going to do that. So we are going to try to get about a 2,000 gold. So we might do something a little off kilter to make that happen. We're going to take those immigrants, we're going to take that passion book, and taking a quick look, let's go ahead and drop it into that fruit gather. Yes, please. Look at this. We've got some trees that are ready to be harvested, and the bonus yield is already 238. That is amazing. So I don't think that it's quite ready because the lifespan wasn't 100%, but now it is. But they should be fairly productive fairly quickly. That makes me pretty happy. Look at this. It was 170 something. Now it's 143. Let's sell off our wool there. We're out of medicine, but that's okay for the moment because we're going to get a harvest pretty quick here. We are going to have to pick up 44 tools, so maybe we'll pick up 45. So we'll just wait for this to finish, and I may have got a little too overzealous there. So let's do maybe what we'll do is we'll do 50 stone tools, and with that we'll look for some luxuries, and what we're looking for is 100 cannabis. Let's speed boost this. Hopefully this will work into my plan. So taking a quick look before the it comes in, we are at 7 of our 10 houses, and our cannabis is here. Yes, please. Let's go ahead and sell off the next round of wool. Let's get some more tools just to try to get back ahead of this. So we'll 30 regular iron tools, and the cannabis is quickly getting dispersed. That is the level 1 house there. And the moment that they get cannabis, they should upgrade, which should plunge me into the middle age. And that should allow me to get the agricultural revolution, which I am less than a minute away from. Let's go with agriculturalist, as I don't really care about mining quite yet, and we're not near anything good. And let's get alcohol appreciation, as alcohol is pretty much our go-to there. From there, let's get the library, and let's pick up a granary, and let's go with a granary right there. I know it's going to take up some of my trees. We need, what do we need? A little bit of clay, and the stone is good. So let's sell that. Let's pick up some coal to kind of go with it. We'll buy it like right down, and then we'll speed boost it. That's about the right way to go. We are flirting with year 15, and we are starting to get our granaries down, and we need this granary right here will be one of the 2 big ones, as it pretty much will encompass all that, and then we're going to need a granary over here that will pretty much encompass all that. So we need 2 is what we need. So let's fly through the books real quick and see if we can pick up 1 more granary. It's a new design there, and I think that is kind of the edge of my cards, as I have some wild cards there. Let me see if I can pick up 1 more. And we have some snowflakes, so we'll sell off any wool that we can sell off, and we'll pick up any coal that we can pick up. There we go. Gets us 400 to the good, and we'll speed boost that. We're late winter, so we're going to be entering the actual year. Oh, just lost him. Oh, the shame. Let's get this granary. Let's plan it to be right there. So we're going to need to pick up about 50 clay in order to make that work. But I mean, that is very much putting these in the right neighborhood. Get rid of the that clay, or the wool. Let's pick up 50 clay. Let's do that trade. Let's speed boost that. Let's take those immigrants. Let's take that passion book. That's absolutely amazing. Where do we need to actually go from here? Absolutely amazing. So when that gets built, this should go to 165%. So just kind of give that a quick second. Sure enough, that brings that to 65. Gotta tell you, I'm pretty happy. You know, we're entering year 15 with, you know, our granary. We're about to get our library. From there, we're going to get auto traders. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. I think this is a good spot to call this episode, and I'm gonna leave the next episode kind of up in the air as to where we're gonna go as we're hitting the library. And you guys already know that I'm doing the trade company. I'll probably finish that up between episodes, but I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode, where we are going to do some amazing things to make this city even look more green than it already does. Thank you guys. See you in the next one.